You need to know when and how to deal with bad links to your site. Here's why. Hey everybody, Enge here, principal in the digital marketing group at Proficient Digital. And I'm going to talk a little bit about when you need to deal with bad links and how to deal with them. But first of all, let's really talk about the problem. First of all, you could have a number of bad actors out there linking to you. And there's a whole conversation people have about negative SEO and whether negative SEO is being done to your site, which, just to define what that means, is are people deliberately sending poor quality links to your site that they think might cause Google to penalize your site as a tactic to improve their position in search by lowering yours? Well, Google says this is not real. And I think there's some debatability about that. I do think people try to do this. I'm not sure how well they do it or how effective it is. Personally, I'd rather spend my time building the value of my site rather than attacking competitor sites one by one for a lot of reasons, not to mention the ethical reasons that are a part of that. But regardless of all this, all sites do accumulate some bad links. So doing something to clean up those links from time to time just feels like a good idea. To do that, you want to use a thing called a disavow file within Google. And this is a file that you can submit within Search Console that will tell Google what links you don't want to receive any credit for. And the idea is to scan through all your bad links and find those bad links and put them in the disavow file. And then in theory, they'll no longer be a problem for you. Google does tell us that disavow files get greatly overused, and we have seen that too. You need to be very careful to not be regularly dumping things in disavow files without the right level of scrutiny to make sure you're not actually disavowing good links in the process. So you need to be very judicious about how you use disavow files. But when should you really? Well, from our point of view, maybe quarterly or twice per year, you can scan through your links and identify those which are obviously crappy links. So some examples, let's say your services are only offered in the United States, then you don't really need a lot of links from Asia or other parts of the globe where you don't offer any services. It's not really any value to those links, most likely. Or links that are completely unrelated to your service, or links from porn sites, or any other links that clearly don't add value and that are low authority in nature. So those are the kinds of things that you would look for. But again, you want to be cautious that you're not disavowing something that's actually a useful, truly organic link. And that's one of the things to really think about and look for too, is an understanding as to whether that link is organic and genuine. That's sort of our general guidance on all that. But when you disavow, if you decide that there's a domain that's linking to you that's of poor quality, then what you want to do is actually disavow the entire domain, not just a specific page that you find that's linking to you. And that's really important because the backlinking tools that you would use to find out who's linking to you aren't able to crawl the web comprehensively, and they may only report on one or two links on a given domain. And if you don't disavow the entire domain and only disavow the individual link, then the other problem links on that domain would still be pointing to you and potentially a problem. But again, remember, use your disavow file very, very judiciously. There's many ways to use it to harm you. Google calls it an advanced feature for a reason. You have to use it the right way. So thanks for watching this episode of Here's Why. And if you enjoyed what you watched here today, click on the subscribe button below and set yourself up to get future issues of Here's Why in the future. Thank you.